So in my last video on this channel, I shared the 3-part formula behind a perfect real estate business plan. And I thought today it would be really fun to actually illustrate a case study of where this was executed perfectly with an agent that I mentor. So I'd love to introduce you to Christina, who is out of Walla Walla, Washington. And I've talked about Christina on this channel a while ago. She's a friend of the Market Authority show. I've been coaching her for going on a couple years now. And honestly, she's just an amazing human being. But I was just talking to her recently, yesterday, actually, because I was just thinking of her and wanted to check in. And she was sharing about how much of a whirlwind this year has been for her. She's got 3 more buyers under contract. She's just out there crushing it in Washington with her real estate business. And I'm just so happy for the growth that she's experienced. And she's always been very generous with me sharing her story. And so because of that, I figured it was a really good time to illustrate how putting together a solid business plan for your real estate business can actually translate into huge gains and success for your real estate business. So when I started coaching Christina, her big goal that year, this was in the end of 2020, she came to me and said, Steph, my big goal, I would love to earn $80,000 this year. Like if I could do that for my family, it would just be so amazing. And by September of that year, she had sent me this message and shared that she had done $8 million in sales volume that year and closed a gross commission income of almost $250,000. She went on to have her best year yet. She tripled her goal income, but had really created an incredible business model that she's been able to, most importantly, sustain. And that's the most important thing that a business plan allows you to do when executed well. It allows you to reach new and exciting milestones and then grow upon that success year after year. And that is what Christina's been able to do a year later now into 2022. She's hired support for her team. She's been able to take off a 2-week-long vacation to travel Europe with her son. I mean, come on, that is so amazing. This is what a real estate business plan allows you to do. And so I wanted to share some of the things that Christina specifically did using that 3-part formula that I shared in that video and how she's been able to continue seeing more and more success over the years with her real estate business. So these are lessons that Christina has actually shared with us. And the first one that I want to share is a big key driver of her success so far has been just being able to increase consistency in the activities that matter to her growth in her business. And if you remember, one of our big aspects of having a solid business plan is really just being able to focus on the right key marketing and prospecting activities, right? Like if you even only have 2 hours of work that you can do in a given day, how can you make sure that that time is targeted in the tasks that are ultimately going to lead to the greatest number of opportunities for your bottom line? This looks like having a really solid marketing and prospecting plan on and off social media. So my question for you, if you wanted to hit a goal like Christina hit, how are you going to stay consistent in the right activities? Are you showing up on social media each day, regardless of whether or not you see results immediately? Are you showing up to serve your database? Are you finding new ways to explore other platforms to increase your brand reach, right? Like getting really curious about how you can really focus on the right activities every single day without fail and attached to the process that is going to lead to the greatest amount of results for your business. Ultimately, Christina went from kind of winging it to focusing on her highest leverage revenue producing activities every single day. She did it every single day, regardless of whether or not she saw results that day or whether it took a couple months for them to come around. Now, a second big thing that Christina learned and empowered herself to begin doing was knowing when to say no. So one thing that we did with Christina was really help her understand who her ideal client was. And what this actually allowed her to do was get so focused on who she wanted to connect with that it allowed her to connect with so much more of the right people, and that really helped explode her brand awareness in her market. She's in a relatively smaller area, a smaller town in Washington, and she has become the go-to agent because she has been able to really identify who she is best positioned to work with. And she's not afraid to say no when she gets an opportunity that just isn't the right fit for her goals. Christina isn't afraid to say no when somebody has values that are contrary to hers, or who isn't going to respect her time and expertise, or is going to, for lack of better terms, take more energy than give in return. Does that make sense? I think sometimes as real estate agents, we almost feel obligated to chase after every single opportunity, even if it's completely outside of our scope or just not really in line with our values or goals. And one thing that has been really cool to see is just watching real estate agents kind of decide when is when, and when they can really say no to opportunities that just don't fit. Christina understood her brand inside and out. She worked really hard to set that up, to honor it, and the choices and actions she takes reflects that. Now, the third big thing that Christina changed in her business to see this level of growth was she became a student of the clients for life ideology, as I like to say. So one thing that I'm really obsessed with, especially when I'm helping real estate agents grow their business, is how can we take one deal and turn it into 5? Right? Like if we get one client, how can we make sure to get all of their referrals and repeat business in subsequent years? And what this really comes down to is understanding the lifetime value of every closed client. And it doesn't even necessarily have to be a closed client, because I have people in my database who would have been clients, but it wasn't the right time for them for whatever reason, but they're happy to refer me to their friends and family. And so really understanding how to become a student of creating clients for life is what helped Christina tap into so much unexplored potential in her database. Christina had been a real estate agent for 6 years almost before she and I began working together. And she had a base of clients. She had past clients. She had people that she had worked with, but she'd never really strategically, with a super comprehensive, polished plan, really set out to nurture that group of people and make sure to, with intention, cultivate as many subsequent opportunities as she could. And that was a big game changer for her. Just by implementing some really fun client events, some really cool pop-bys, getting more face-to-faces, being more direct and connecting with those relationships really helped Christina generate more referrals, more opportunities to, make the most of every client that she had. Now, finally, the last thing that Christina really implemented is actually a lesson that I need as well, just as much as the next agent, but learning how to take time away, how to make time to step away, enjoy time with your family, enjoy time for fun and spontaneity. Is that how you say it? Spontaneity? Spontaneity?
It's a tough word.
Spontaneity.
You said it right.
Spontaneity. Christina is a busy mom of 6 kids, and they are busy exploring life and doing their own thing as well. But she takes her responsibilities as a mother, a wife, as a person who is important to her community. She takes that really seriously. And I really respect that she honors those responsibilities and makes time to step away from the business to spend time with her family. And it's something, truthfully, that I aspire to continue to do in my personal life as well as my family continues to grow. And I think that this can feel really scary and almost selfish and indulgent if you're a high performer or a real estate agent who just feels like you're not successful without the grind. But truthfully, we should be really excited about creating a business that allows us to have what Michael Hyatt calls the double win. Win at work and succeed at life. He's one of my favorite authors, by the way. But what he kind of shares is that you should be able to do things you love at work. You should be able to create a business that allows you to explore your God-given potential while also being able to continue running while you step away to enjoy the other things that are important to you in life. This is a mission that really resonates with me. And having seen Christina execute it so well is truly inspiring. And she's been able to really build up her business in a way to continue running as she honors her family commitments as well. But she had the plan to do that. I think the important thing to remember with these 4 big key changes that Christina did to her business was she had the plan and she wasn't winging it. And she had a lot of discipline in executing the right tasks, implementing the right strategies, and really being brave enough to bet on herself and know that she could accomplish really, really cool things. It's just a part of her identity. And maybe it wasn't always like that, but it's someone who I see and admire and respect from the outside looking in. And having been able to be a part of that journey with her is an incredible honor, as it is with all of the agents that I get to mentor in the Market Authority Academy. But I wanted to just share some of those key takeaways. So let's recap really quickly. A really solid business plan is going to allow you to be more consistent in your revenue producing activities. It's going to help you know when to say no and really focus on the right clientele. It's going to have the systems that help you create clients for life, and is going to allow you to step away to stay sane and focus on the other things that matter so that you can return energized and motivated to make really huge leaps in your business. I want you to think a little bit about what you're looking to accomplish in 2023. And if you want a piece of that, like if you want to end 2023, imagine us sitting together, maybe with a glass of champagne or whatever you're into, and we're toasting to an incredible year. I want you to really look back and experience these types of wins. I want you to have an incredibly profitable and productive year, but I also want it to be able to translate into great blessings and achievements in your personal life as well. And if you're into this kind of thing, I can help. We can work on this together. Check out the free workshop, live and available to all agents, that I am hosting very, very soon. All of the details are below, and I'm going to teach you how to put the plan in place to make this a reality for your business, whether you're brand new, just starting out, or whether you've been around the block for a couple times and you're eyeing new heights. All the details, as I mentioned, are in the show notes below. I'd love to hang out with you and help you iron out your plan for 2023. But of course, if you have any questions, or if I missed anything here, or if you just want to leave a comment to say hi, you can do that on this video as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, keep on crushing it.